What is going on, everyone? Trust the Buzz here. If you are new to the channel, I make daily Charlotte Hornets content, so if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Now, I'm sorry I didn't upload yesterday. I was doing family stuff. I say daily, but you know, there's one day out the week I might miss. So I can guarantee you 6 out of the 7 days unless I'm on vacation. And I could record videos early, but opinions and news just change so fast that it will be outdated if I were to do that. So I tried to just record these videos the day of, edit, post, and go from there. But anyway, if you cannot tell by the thumbnail or title of this video, in today's video I'm going to talk about what the Charlotte Hornets can improve on going into Summer League Game 2. Now, Summer League, it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, Summer League does not matter. It's fun. It's nice to see the young players, but for an organization like the Charlotte Hornets, where our potentially second, first, however you want to say it, best player may not come back or will come back, but a suspension. When you're in this position of the Charlotte Hornets, Summer League matters. And then there's a lot of other teams, but we talk about the Hornets on this channel, but there are a lot of other teams that feel the same way. Your future, is kind of riding on this. Now, I'm not saying that like just because they don't perform well in Summer League, they won't do well in the future, and I'm not saying just because they perform well in Summer League that they will perform well in the league. It's just a good indication. And then, like I said, so much is riding on this offseason in general. I think Charlotte Hornets fans just want something good to happen for once. So I think that's why we're all just uptight about Summer League. But at the end of the day, it does not matter. But for an organization like the Charlotte Hornets in the position we're in, every little player that we may add to the roster matters, because we've, made it to the playoffs 3 of the last 15 years, things like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about what the Hornets can improve on going from Game 1 to Game 2. First thing, and there's no order really, but first thing is the lineup. The lineup last game was atrocious. Not because Nick Richards was in over Mark Williams, but because you have Kai Jones playing the 4, which we knew that was going to happen, but then you have JT Thor playing the 3, which JT Thor to me is like a 3/4, more like a 4/3. But that's on offense, he should be a 4, if that makes any sense. JT Thor should not be a 3 on offense, and that's kind of what they were running. Well, really, they did kind of have JT Thor running the 4 on offense and then having Kai Jones running 3. So either way, it did not work because Kai Jones is not a 3 and JT Thor is not a 3. But basically, they had Kai Jones like standing at the perimeter unless he decided to take it in, which I don't think he missed a shot when he actually drove to the basket. But in general, the lineup needs to change. Jay Crutcher is just going to be the starting point guard. It is what it is, just because of the fact that he is I think he's the only like true point guard on the team, so that's just going to happen. Bryce McGowan definitely needs to play the 2. I love him at the 2. He played very well last game. Keep him at the 2. Run the offense through him a little more, but we'll get into that later. But the 3 needs to change, and from JT Thor. He didn't play well on offense, and also the whole lineup was out of position. So I would like to include LJ Figueroa there. He played very well. Now, so with Jello coming back, I would say Jello there, not because LJ Figueroa didn't play well, but that we know that we're going to get some production off the bench. But with Jello coming off, he was on COVID protocol. Can I say that word anymore? I don't know. I don't know if my video will get flagged or whatever, but he was on the C protocol. He shouldn't start. He's got to get his legs back. I don't even know if he had it, but I know that he was in protocol. He probably couldn't work out, things like that. So go ahead and have Jello come off the bench. LJ Figueroa, I would like him coming off the bench because, like I said, that's almost some guaranteed scoring. But let's get Jello some time to come back. So LJ Figueroa at the 3, and then Kai Jones can stay at the 4. Just don't have him shoot so many threes. And hopefully with LJ Figueroa or Jello, whoever they decide to put at the 3, hopefully that gives Kai Jones some time to actually play the 4, go inside out. If you hit a couple middies, then let's move out. Don't just start chucking them up. And then at the 5, they should keep Nick Richards. I know I would like technically I would like Mark Williams there. I feel like Nick Richards, as much as I'm not a big fan of Nick Richards, he proved his point in that he should be on the roster going into next season. However, I don't know. I just think that, even in Summer League, like I've said last game, I felt like he played a little bit of stat padding. And so I'd rather just not have that. I want to see the the young guys play. Nick Richards is someone who I'm just not too comfortable with in general, but it is what it is. And the way the roster, the main roster is, I think he's going to make it. But so you can start Nick Richards, but if you're like, I've seen enough, then put in Mark Williams and let him start. And so next we can move on to Kai Jones. Kai Jones, you were dominant. He was aggressive on defense, and he was dominant attacking the basket on offense. However, he kept shooting threes, and these threes were not in rhythm threes. These threes were, you know, dribble handoff. They give him the ball, and he just holds it, doesn't want to hand it back to anybody, and just shoots. None of the threes were like he's open in the corner or open at the, you know, top at a 3-point line. It was just all, he would stand there for a little bit, wait, and then shoot with his, I don't know, I wouldn't say his shots pretty bad, but yeah, you can't do that. That would help the team a lot. Like, if you're gonna shoot the three, at least shoot it in the flow of the offense. Don't just hold the ball, kind of ISO it. Don't even do any dribble moves and just shoot. That's just not gonna work. So don't do that. And another way they can go ahead and basically improve going into the second game is just run the offense through a player who is hot. So, like, for example, LJ Figueroa, he kind of just shot when he had the opportunity, didn't really run the offense through him. And same with Bryce McGowan. Bryce McGowan kind of just decided to shoot himself. There was no real flow of the offense. I'm not gonna put all, I know I was harsh on Jay Crutcher, but that's not all his fault. Even though, you know, he just wasn't that good of a point guard. He wasn't setting people up and things like that. Like, he would pass it behind them and things like, it was just all messed up. But run the offense through the hot hand. Don't just, I don't know what kind, they're not even running an offense. Not really. There's, like, the plays look sloppy. I don't know if that's the player's fault, but we've seen this before with the coach, and I don't think he's that good of a coach in my opinion. But, you know, I mean, it is summer league, so it's hard to really judge him. But there's just some things that, like, for example, if Bryce McGowan was the one taking over, give him the ball. If LJ Figueroa was the one taking over, give him the ball. Don't just have them make, you know, trying to shoot shots when they can. A lot will help when Kai Jones and just chucking up threes, but, you know, go ahead and run the offense. Like, even Nick Richards, they didn't really run the offense, though. He kind of just got it when he got it. There needs to be a sense of just structure on this summer league team. You have all these young guys. That's the time for structure. They're not LaMelo, who works in a free-flowing offense. They're not Terry, you know what I'm saying? So run their young guys, mold them, and have them run an offense, a real structured offense. That offense didn't look structured at all. So that would really help this team. I think a real point guard would help this team. But like I said, it's summer league at the end of the day. But a real point guard, I feel like, would help everybody, not just Jay Crutcher or anything. I just feel like a real point guard would really help probably everybody on the roster. Give Brady Manick more minutes. That's another thing they can improve on. He hustled out there. He shot the ball. Well, I think it was 1 for 3, which I'll take, whatever. Have him shoot the ball more. We know he's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But basically, he's a streaky shooter. He doesn't shoot terrible when he's not shooting well, but when he does shoot well, he shoots the lights out. So go ahead, get him more minutes, get him the ball, let him get a feel for it. So just because he misses 2 shots, he's not Kai Jones. He can shoot. So if he misses 2 shots, just let him, you know, run it back. So let him see the ball go in, and he can go from there. We know how Brady Manick works if you're someone who's a fan of college basketball. I'm not seeing him make the roster, but give him a chance. And I think, like I said, that will help spread the floor, get some spacing, because there's no spacing on this team. And I don't know if that's the offense. A lot of it had to do with the lineup, but it also is because the offense didn't work that well either. Finally, the last thing they can do is just show effort. I had a big rant. My last video was just me ranting about the effort and how that applies from the front office down, because it does. But we're talking just summer league here. Just show some effort. If you turn the ball over, do not walk up the dang court. Run. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense to me why everybody's moping around. Like, Kai Jones, let's use Kai Jones for an example. And Kai Jones I'm very high on Kai Jones still. Like, just one summer league game, not going to change how I feel about Kai Jones. But he was very energetic on defense, so like he was, you know, switching and moving. But once he got beat, or once he didn't think he could reach somebody, he would just stop playing. That's what we can't have. Like, you gotta continue to close out, because you never know. It is summer league at the end of the day. You're not guarding KD. You know what I mean? So even though, you know, sometimes these people pop off in the summer league like KD, like Moses Moody, who you know, we all knew was a bucket for the Warriors anyway. But these guys aren't KD. These guys aren't LeBron. These guys aren't, you know, Luka. These guys aren't Trae Young. All these names. Close out. You just never know. Like, we saw people miss open shots. Heck, the Hornets were missing wide open shots. Mark Williams was missing shots right under the basket just because there was a body on him. And like, I think that's because the nerves, and I think he'll play better this next game on offense. On defense, he was great. But yeah, so you just never know. And like, there's just times where the team just did not look interested at all. I don't know. It's like a James Borrego thing. Like, there was times the team just didn't seem interested. They came back in games because they were talented. So moving to summer league, they're talented for sure. Like, I'm not saying this team's not talented, but they're not, you know, main team talented. So therefore, y'all have to put in a little even more effort, like, you know what I mean? So just put in extra effort. Just put in, well, heck, put in effort at all. Because last game, I didn't see any effort. If things didn't go the Hornets' way, it was over. We had the Pacers throwing all, you know, throwing. The thing is about the Hornets, right now we're supposed to be like an exciting team. So buy into that. Even the young guys, y'all are all super athletic. Buy into that. Be super athletic. Do some stuff off the backboard. Not, you know, nothing crazy, but I'm just saying, like, we had the Pacers doing that. Everybody was dapping each other up and chest bumping and stuff after every shot. Even when they were only up like 4, they were having a good time. The Hornets looked miserable. So even, like I said, even down 4. So just get in some effort, and then I think that will go a long way. But that's just a quick video. I just want to talk about what the Hornets can do to improve going into the second Summer League game against the LA Lakers. And then I'll probably do a recap of that game tonight. So go ahead and look, you know, go ahead and subscribe if you are new to the channel, so you can go ahead and see that video and just see my other video. Like I said, I make daily Charlotte Hornets content. I'm at like 159 subscribers, so thank y'all so much for the support. Y'all make me want to just record more and more videos. And go ahead and leave a comment. I like when people leave comments. I like to respond to every comment. My last video has like 15 comments that I need to respond to, actually. Like I said, I was busy yesterday, so I saw the comments coming in, but I like to give like more than just yeah, okay, or great, you know, type of comment. I like to actually talk to people, so I didn't respond only just because I want to give you a real, you know, reply. And because you took time out of your day to reply, I'm gonna take time out of my day to reply. So I'm not gonna give you something short, and especially because the comments on there weren't short. So once again, just thank you so much for just interacting with the channel. It means a lot to me. And so like I said, I'll make another video tonight, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.